Hey guys, so this is lesson number 9 of 10 for 2022/2023. So, lesson number 9, you can have your life all planned out and you'll still be surprised at where you end up. This is so true for me, but also like for people that I know. I had this all planned out. My dream life was go to college, get a job, get a husband, not in that order. Go to college, get a job, get a house, get a husband, be successful. And like my definition of successful would be getting a job and living without the financial worries that come with living. Like, I don't want to be, I want to be comfortable, I don't want to be worrying about, oh shoot, am I going to have enough money to pay the electric bill or the gas bill this week or this month? I don't want to do that. That's my definition of success, would be not being that person. But I know it's not going to happen because that's how life is. But, I just feel like that's my life. So I had this dream all planned out, and I went to college, and I was like, yeah, like, I'm going to make it, I'm going to get a job, and, like, all these things, and then that didn't happen, and now I'm here, and I'm like, that worked out. So I started talking to some people, because I just wanted to see what they thought about it, because I get in my own head sometimes, and things just get all jumbled up. So I went and talked to some people, and they were like, well, guess what, man, like, I'm in this job, and, like, okay, I have this friend, she's a teacher. Actually, she's a teacher that's retired like 5 different times, but she still works, so go her. So she was like, she's a teacher, and her dream job was not a teacher. It was something else unrelated to teaching. And something happened, and she got into the job of teaching, like I don't know if she was subbing or something. Something led her to that. And she was like, I love this job. And so she was looking back at her life from the perspective of a 60, 70-year-old lady, and she was like, wow, life ended up in totally different than what I thought I would end up being. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? She goes, well, when I was younger, I wanted to be this, and then I ended up doing this, and then this happened, and then here I am. And she got success out of it. That's what surprised me the most, is she had these all planned out, and she didn't follow her plan because it kind of went off track. But she was still successful. She still had these positive experiences with life, and she was still okay. Nothing crazy happened. She was still working, still successful. It turned out fine. So, even if life doesn't turn out fine all the time, like, you end up in these really awful spots in your life, it's not the end. That's not all your life has to be. Like, for me personally, as I mentioned in my previous ones, I was talking about how you tend to let the negative in more than the positive, and so when you think about your life, you're like, oh, if you're in a negative spot, let's say, you're like, oh, life's gonna end up awful because I'm in this, and this is gonna happen, and like all these negative things. You don't know that for sure. There's no guarantee, and if you don't change anything, it's still gonna end up. It might end up different. You never know. So I'm actually curious about what I'm gonna do next year, because I'm gonna look at these videos from the perspective of 2023 to 2024, and I'm curious where I'll be in life, because like right now, it's easier to see the negative than the positive, but like, I don't know, I feel like I'll be surprised at 2024, what it'll bring. I know it's like 2 years away, but curious. So yeah, so there again, you always end up surprised, and I feel like everyone's been that way. They've always been surprised about where they end up in life. And, as again, one of my previous videos, if you don't stick around to see where your life is going to take you, you never get that surprise. You never get that joy of knowing what you could have been like, or what you could see with your life. So lesson number 10 kind of goes along with surprise. So find your dream and go after it, even if others don't agree. It's your life, not theirs. So that's very important, because, we might have a set path for our life. I might have a specific goal in mind, life happens, we get off track, we get in this whole new field, we get surprised about where we end up in life. But if that goes against the grain, like, okay, for me, OTA is like my dream job, but I'm also applying for teaching assistant because I love that job. That's what I did this past summer, and it was awesome. Like, I loved it. And it hurt because, I was like, that I got a degree and I can't find a job in that field. Like, why, But I like the job, and so I've been applying to that kind of stuff, that kind of job. And, it's something I enjoy. It's my dream. Because I love that job so much, and so I'm going to go after it. And even if it's something that's stressful, it's going to be challenging. Not everyone in my family agrees that that's a good dream for me or a good goal. Not even my friends that, maybe they don't agree with that. But it's my dream, it's my life. There again, that self-respect. It keeps kind of popping back up in these whole lessons, but respecting yourself enough to have a dream that you want to achieve and go with it, even if it's something that other people don't agree with. Like, you want to be a baseball star. It might not happen in your lifetime, maybe not. But if it's something you want, go after it and try, because you're never going to know. And even if you stink at baseball and you fail, and you don't get all the things that you wanted in your life as far as baseball goes, there's got to be something that happens that you're like, oh, that's surprising how that turned out, but look where I end up, like, if you're like 20 and you're watching this, I'm curious, I don't know if YouTube will still be around in 50 years, but whenever you turn 70, come back to this and ask yourself, well, I thought I was going to do this when I was 20, but now I'm like 70 and look where I'm at. Yeah. So that's the lesson that I've learned this year. Even if other people don't agree with you, go after it because it's your life, it's your dream. Or it's like that country song that's like, if you've got a chance, take it. Take it when you've got a chance. If you've got a dream, chase it, chase it. Oh, wait. If you've got a dream, chase it, because the dream won't chase you back. Like, that's so true. I mean, you have to go after it. Even if it means moving to a new area or a lot of stress, because, life is stressful in general. But if it means a lot of stress to be able to do your dream, it's your life, it's your choice. So go after it and trust in yourself. Trust that you can do it, because if you don't trust in yourself, no one else will trust in you either. So that's my lesson number 10. Hopefully you enjoyed these videos, and please let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about anything more like this. I'm normally not so vulnerable with this kind of stuff, but I had to get it out there. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed my 2022 10 life lessons.